Brutus Buckwild here. I am going to make bad decisions tonight. It is an honor sale, and I've decided not to buy the 40,000 honor beholds. I am going to take single 10,000 honor pulls, 30 total of them. Most people consider this a really terrible idea. I should explain why I'm doing that. Most people know who play this game that there's just different stages that you go through. So that when one person might do something that is really the optimal choice for them at their stage in the game, while other people's might look and go, oh my gosh, that's a terrible idea, what are you thinking? And conventional wisdom says to take the beholds, to get the citation that goes with them, so that you have more options to set up the crew that you want to do. So right now in the stage that I'm in, I have very few super rares that have not been immortalized yet. And the ones left over, they might have maybe one, two collections that they're a part of. Most of them don't. And so I'm at a phase where I'm really looking towards getting a 12-hour voyage. I have most of the best Voyager crew. Most of them are immortalized by now. And the ones that aren't are, they're not been released in the general pool at this time. So again, you go, well, why not use the citation to cite them up? Well, I'm at a point now where I need to get collections, and I need to get a legendary crew immortalized in order to get to the next tiers of those collections. And quite frankly, right now, to get to the next, it would be a better help for me to get the collection bonuses than it would be to add one or two Voyager crew. So with that said, I figured getting 30 crew would be more advantageous. I think I calculated I would get like 16 total stars by running the 40,000 behold. I think by doing the 40,000 beholds and then doing the single day pickups. Anyway, for all that's worth, I think the max I was going to get was like 16, whereas here I can get 30. I'll probably have a couple dupes. That's okay. In the end, I'll still have more. And the goal here is just to try to get these crew up, these legendary crew, to try to get some of the 4 stars to their 5th star so I can immortalize them fast, or get them to the 4th star so I can do a quick retrieval and get them into and get their collection value. So with that said, I will go ahead and get moving with this. The first option I actually did go and do the 10,000 behold for the day. I figured, why not? I actually kind of debated. You're going to see this right now. It happens. One thing I should pause really fast. Another reason why I'm timid about doing the standard behold, the 40,000 honor, is because generally the last couple times I've done that, the options I've got is just choosing between absolutely terrible crew, 3 sets. The likelihood of getting a good crew, I think it's better going the single pool. But really, what is a good crew at this point? The good crew I already have. So I'm actually okay getting a bunch of garbage just to get them to try to move them up, try to get them out. Here I'm debating. Still debating. Okay, here we go. So the first pool I've got Dominican Riker. He was one of the first, actually, maybe like the second, maybe the third legendary crew that I got, and I just had him at 1 star for the longest time. Burnham, I have, and I was actually initially thinking going that direction. Also, the Palamas, she has some good voyage numbers, so I was kind of debating on that. But again, as you're going to see, I'm kind of leaning on the collection value right now. And with Riker, I can get him to 4 stars. He's got 3 good solid collections. Burn him with 2. Now I thought Palamas had like 3 or 2. See, I'm debating here. And to find out she has nothing, well, that kind of settled the deal there. So went with Riker. Okay, so here we go. So technically these are 29 pulls. I'm going to get a 30th after I get rid of some garbage, though. So data, I actually thought this was the motion chip one at first, but I don't have the HMS Pinafore one yet, unfortunately. I feel like you get a lot of days. Baul, I already had one, so that moves into 2 stars. That was good. Scotty, I thought this was the Claymore at first, but it's the dress uniform, so that's my first of him. To Paul, I had 2 stars. That moves her up to 3. That was a welcome pick. And that is Cadet Tilly, not to be confused with 100 pounds later chicken and waffles Tilly. That's my first dupe. I have that one already. Through a series of bad picks on other hold days. Hernandez, terrible pick, but that's the kind of stuff I'd be getting the holds anyways. Garrick, I need him. I need Cardassians. Really, really low on them. Kelsey Grammer, Torres. Talk about 2 terrible picks back to back right there. I should point out too that I think last night I actually had a behold and that same Torres popped up, and I chose another garbage card instead of her. So here's a Grilka. Klingons, I need them. Need that collection. Troy, I had 3 stars. That moves her up to 4 stars. That was a good pull. And was that Ernie LaForge? That was another bad card. Adira, I think I've got 2 stars. Puts her to 3. Lenara, that's a new one. Troy, now I thought that I had this Troy already. I was a little disappointed at first, but come to realize that there's actually 2 Loxana Troy cards, and they're very easy. They're totally just different cards. You see, this one points to the right, but the one that I had already immortalized looks to the left. There's Reed, bad card, but hey, I've got a soft spot in my heart for old Malcolm. Garrick needed him. I actually had 1 star. That puts him to 2 stars. I'm happy with that one. And Triple Scotty, that's my second dupe of the night. A little disappointed. It's okay. And then there's Mr. Boxer Cisco. I think he's there looking at us, ready to swing more than just his 2 fists. You might be saying, wait, what am I talking about? Oh, well, I don't know. I know what you're thinking right now. Her poops look really funny, huh? Upward and forward, here we go. Kamala, I had 1 star. That puts her to 2. That's another pull I'm happy to take. Gets 1 step closer to being immortalized. I had 1 of him. That makes 2. Then, well, more data. Well, I think that's lore, but still, yeah. I had 2 stars of Bell Q. That puts her to 3. Happy with that. And then we get the Sullivan Reed. More Reed. Not going to complain. Troy, I think I had 2 stars with her. That puts her to 3. 1 step closer to getting that collection. I'll take it. Kurt Wright. Whew. Now you might be saying, "Wow, I got a lot of garbage." Well, I gotta be honest with you. I had a lot of garbage to begin with, so that 1 star now becomes 2 stars, and that's 1 step closer to get him off of my crew list. Can't wait for that to happen. And then there's Henry V data, more data, and then we finish it up with Daystrom. And that's going to be the conclusion of all of my picks. I got a lot of new ones, and I got some that I already had. So, 2 dupes. Like I said, this is the stage of the game where this is actually kind of an advantageous thing for me to do. Certainly, I think I would get more overall stars than what I would do with pulling the Beholds. And I was actually able to cash in my 2 duplicate cards and then be able to. Oh, actually, I had a third one of Ogawa. So I cashed them in, and then I pulled a solar sailing Cisco. I think that puts him to this 3rd star, and so I think he's got like 5 collections. So not gonna complain. I hope that this has been somewhat entertaining, and enjoy playing the game.